Hello everyone. My name is Sri Lakshmi. Currently, I'm living in Bristol, United Kingdom. Moon literally is working on our shadow side, my dear friend. The shadow side is nothing but all this mass and the layers that we have been putting on ourselves. Like, for example, we are living in the society by putting so many mass, so many layers. For example, when if you are a husband, when in front of your father and mother you behave like a son, in front of your children you behave like a father. You are the same person, but we are behaving differently with depending upon the people and depending upon situations. So we have so many personality cells within us, at the same time so many identity cells, my dear friends. So like the ego self or the pain body, the ego self is mainly triggered when some one person hurts, for example, if any person come and hurt you with his harsh words, then immediately our ego self will get into the surface and it starts reacting. This ego self is triggered. When this ego self is triggered, it literally causes one identity that is called pain body. So the pain body always want to live in that survival mode, my dear friends. So I will discuss more about this pain body when I go further into the session. The thing I want to mention is like we are layered with many identities. So as Kartika Paurnami, that is mostly related to Lord Shiva. So there is a beautiful saying in Nirvana Ashtakam like Mano Buddhi Ahankara Chitta Ninaham Nacha Shrotra Jihve Nacha Grana Netre Nacha Vyoma Bhubir Na Tejo Na Vayuhu Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. What's exactly mean? Mano Buddhi Ahankara Chitta Ninaham. I am not this body, I am not this chitta, I am not this ahankara. Na chavyoma bhumir na tejo na vayu. I'm not this body, I'm not this five senses, I'm not this everything. Who am I? The Shiva is literally speaking, I am that eternal consciousness. When we remove all our layers like ego mind, our mind, body consciousness, when we come out of our body, mind, and ego consciousness, we are not this intellect. So ahankara chitta ninaham. So we are not at all this, my dear friends. We are the pure consciousness living in this body and mind. We are all believing that we are only body and mind and limiting ourselves only for limited things, but we are the pure consciousness. We have that tremendous infinite potential within all of us to manifest anything in our life. The only thing we have to do is that give energy to that thought that we are the soul, we are the pure consciousness. uh, Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. I am that pure eternal consciousness. I am that Shivoham. I am that Shiva. This is the things we need to learn from all these grand masters or the Lord, what we call in India, we call Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesha. So simply just going to the temple and doing rituals is not enough, my dear friends. What they have said. So we have to follow the essence of all this Veda and the scriptures. So since this full moon will pour lot of energy during these days, please be always in this present moment. Stay more calm, my dear friends. During these 7 days, if possible not 7 days, you can stay at least 3 days in the mauna, that is silence. Silence is very important, as whatever we do on these 7 days, the energies will get amplified, my dear friends. For example, if you are the person who get angry quite a lot, then that emotion will be amplified. For example, if you are a very happy person, then that happy energies will be amplified. So that's why the Patriji always recommend to utilize this full moon energies, as there will be more energies available during these days. When lot of people meditate during these days, this individual consciousness, this group consciousness can increase the collective consciousness on this planet Earth, my dear friends. So let's utilize this days by being more positive, only vibrating and emitting the positive thoughts into the universe, as they get multiplied and attract the positive experiences in our lives. So when you wake up in the morning, just start your day with this thankful gratitude nature. Thank you, universe, for this one more amazing day in this amazing chapter of my life. So be grateful for each and every situation. This is all the amplification, like amplifying of positive energies. So this is a good opportunity, my dear friends. Not good opportunity, it's a great opportunity to connect with our guides, with our angels, with archangels, higher masters, and you can take their assistance in our manifestation process, or if you want to take any decisions like in your spiritual path or in your material journey. Masters are always available to help us, and these are the best time where the higher masters are, where we can connect with the higher masters energy so easily, my dear friends. And also one more thing is like, don't hold emotions in your energy body for more time. Why I'm stressing more this about these emotions is, humans are all about emotions. So whether you have astral, whether you are doing astral travel, whether you have third eye experiences, it doesn't matter, my dear friends. How stable you are in a very given situations, in a particular situation, so that defines your character, or that defines your personality. And emotions are very important, so forgive others. So this utilize these full moon days to remove and cleanse all these unwanted energies that are blocking your path, that are not helping you to move forward. So when we release, so forgiving is not for the others, my dear friends. Forgiving is just for our own highest and greatest good. When we forgive others, parallelly we are, first of all, we are cleansing, we are healing, we are getting healed. Everything is happening inside us, right? Where we hate the persons, like inside us, where we have love for the others, only inside of us. So when the inner is clear, then the outer will look very beautiful. So inner cleansing is more important during this full moon days. So heal all your old emotions. And it's like emotional fertilizer, my dear friends. Emotions, whatever emotions you feed, they are going to amplify on this full moon days. And so go outside and have a beautiful moon bath. So moon bath is very important. Go and soak in the full moon energies, my dear friends. It is the time for release and remove all these unwanted things, just by going and taking that moon bath. So let go of all this old and grab that lunar energies. Just go outside, have a beautiful nature walk during these days. And the new moons also, they are the best for planting intentions. New moon and the full moon days, like new moon is like giving birth to new intentions, and the full moon is clearing out. For example, you have put one intention, like you want to manifest a job in your life. You have set intention on your new moon days, but somehow all your unwanted conditionings, unwanted belief systems, limiting belief systems are disturbing you. So you can utilize this full moon energies to remove all this, to clear out, to let go and release all these blockages that are not that are obstructing your path. So when we clear that path, then you can easily manifest, because the full moon will be amplifying that intentions when you remove all these weeds. So okay, and so there are so many things we can use on this full moon days, like working with the crystals, and charging your crystals, and drinking that moon water. So let's discuss further. And so lot many people, because we'll be conducting here full moon days, I'll be taking a lot of full moon sessions. So when I take full moon session, so many people will ask the questions like, madam, I'm doing 2 to 3 hours of meditation on this full moon days, I'm utilizing everything, but nothing is working out for me. So I'll tell them, you are doing 2 to 3 hours of meditation, but at the same time you're wasting lot of energies during the rest of the day. So we do meditation for 1 hour, 2 hour in 24 hours, and during that 22 hours, we waste lot of energies by unwanted speaking or unwanted seeing, like we waste by just simply watching some serials or news channel, or by indulging in some wasteful talk with the relatives, because we tend to compromise our values, because we always put that mask, we always want to be good in front of others. There's so many masks and layers that just draining out our energies, my dear friends. For example, you're filling your pot with the beautiful energies, at the same time the holes in your pot, they are just draining out your energies. The energy is getting leaked. So avoid this all these situations, or the people in your life, like toxic people who are not in alignment with your life purpose. connect with the like-minded people. We are all spiritual family. We are helping each other, motivating each other, and we are just what you call aligning with each other, my dear friends. So we have to be in this beautiful sangam to go, so that this sangha will help you. This group consciousness will help you in your evolution, in your spiritual evolution process. So rather than from now, rather than focusing on the pain means always focusing on the painful situations, like that person that did that to me, my mother-in-law did this to me, or else my children, they are not listening to me. Just focusing, just always focusing on the pain and complaining about the situations. Let's start to accept the situations and bless that people, forgive them. When we bless them, in turn we are attracting that positive energy, my dear friends. For example, that person has hurted you once, but what we are doing, we are hurting ourselves, like by recalling the same experience again and again, again and again in mind thousand times. For example, that person has called you stupid, then our ego mind, our ego body or the ego self got hurted, and we carry that similar experience again and again. We are repeating the same constant situation or the same experience in our mind, giving more energy what the other person has said to us, and we are forming that neural connection so strong, my dear friends. So when the neural connections become so strong, whenever we attract such type of situations, or whenever we see in the movies, for examples, in the movie someone is scolding them, suddenly that incident will trigger that all the past experiences, because the neural network is so strong in our brain. So it always releases, the same neurons will fire, and the same neurons will wire together. So we should be very careful of our energies, my dear friends. God is witnessing us. So we are just acting out of our karma. What goes around, when we do harm to others, definitely that karma will get back to us. So we should be very aware what we are speaking to others. So don't waste your time, and don't blame, because the blame is going to make the relationship so worse, my dear friends. The key to heal yourself is to practice self love. For example, when you love someone, when you love some person in your life, you give so much value to him, you give so much respect to him. Even though if that person says something to you, it doesn't matter to you, because you are loving that person. The same thing we have to apply to ourselves. When we love ourselves, so whatever the other persons or whatever the other people, whether they may hurt us or they may do anything, they can cause some painful situations in our life. When we love ourselves, we just don't give energy to all these unwanted things, because we are loving ourselves, we are self taking care of ourselves, we are self caring ourselves, my dear friends. So don't give more energy what others speak to us, because it is completely their perceptions, it is nothing to do with you, my dear friends. And as I said, please be aware of this pain body, to have this peaceful and harmonious relationships. Because how much ever degrees you have and how much ever successful you are in life, the quality of the relationship with the people is very important. You may be a Bill Gates, or you may be Anil Ambani, or you may be any great person, but the quality of relationship with your family members, with the people, defines your value of success. And this good health is very proportional to our emotional health. When you have healthy emotions, it directly affects on your physical body. You look so young, you always radiate with that aura, like a beautiful aura radiating with the divine love. So your emotions should be so strong. In that book called Thousand Seeds of Joy, I think most of you have read the Thousand Seeds of Joy book by Ananda Karunesh. He said that always connect with the infinite soul feelings. What are that infinite soul feelings? Like joy, abundance, kindness, peace, forgiveness. These are all the soul feelings, my dear friends. These are all the highest vibrational feelings that we need to have all the time. All the enlightened masters like Patriji, Osho, everyone, they will be always vibrating with that infinite soul feelings, that love, that compassion. They always have compassion on to others. So we have, in order to become like them, So we need to go in their path, we need to just follow them what they are doing. So it is all about improving our lives constantly, my dear friends. So carrying these low based emotions in our emotional body for a more than 24 hours, when any emotion, like any emotion, when it stays in your energy body for 24 hours, then it stays in your energy body or in your life for more than a week, my dear friends. So because we are carrying that emotion for more than 24 hours, so up to 1 week we'll be suffering and vibrating with the same emotions. So and these emotions, what happens when, if motor, if for example if you are having a motor in your house, what happens if that motor runs continuously? Its efficiency increases, right? So the same is happening with our emotional body and with our energy body. As we are continuously vibrating with that negative low based thoughts, the efficiency of our body or the efficiency of our energy system is getting decreased and depleted. So that when the efficiency of the energy is not good, then the organs will stop functioning properly. You'll get into old age very quickly. This is all correlated. So in order to let go all this negative emotion, full moon is the best time. So I'm stressing more about these emotions so that you will be more aware on this full during these 3 days of the full moon. As we have 7 days on the full moon day, 3 days before the full moon and 3 days after the full moon. And this is all about these emotions, my dear friends. How to balance these emotions? I taught you one or two techniques, like take one pen and paper, and if you have in if you are feeling angry on your husband or your friend or any of your family members, just recall that person and just take pen and paper and what and all you feel about that person. If you are feeling angry or if you want to scold him, just don't put your logical mind, just start writing. So when you start writing all the things, you feel more relieved, my dear friends, because all your emotions are getting out, what and all suppressed in your body, because you can't say it to your friend or you can't internalize yourself sometimes. That is, then writing down is the best process. After writing down all these emotions, then go out to the sink or to the safe place and burn that paper. So when you're burning that paper, feel that as if all that emotions have burned out from your life and you have released that from your body. So this is one thing. And second thing is like for example, just tune into yourself when you're feeling angry, or what emotion you're feeling most during that time. For example, you're experiencing any some suffering or frustration, just tune into that emotion. Exactly what is that emotion you are vibrating now? Maybe frustration or jealous or anger or something like hatred. So tune into yourself, and okay, you can identify that emotion and just place that emotion. Imagine one bubble, like water bubble, like when you have this when you wash the clothes, we'll have the water bubbles like the surf. With the surf you can make the bubbles. Imagine one bubble and place this emotion of anger in that bubble. Just visualize everything. Then then after placing that emotion in the bubble, just pop that bubble. So emotions are as temporary as this water bubbles, my dear friends. We are only giving more energy and giving more identity and getting identified with that emotions. When we don't give any energy to our emotions, they can't stay in our body for any long for a longer time. So imagine that bubble, place that emotion, what emotion you're feeling exactly during that time, and just pop that bubble. You can experience that lightness in your heart, because when I experimented this exercise 2 to 3 years back, I felt very relieved from so many like instant quick I got quick results, instant results, my dear friends. And this is the second process. And third is like questioning yourself. Just close your body and attune into your body consciousness and ask, why am I angry on my husband? What is that inside me that is hurting me a lot? What are the thoughts that I'm holding on to this person? So when we question ourselves, we get to understand more about ourselves, my dear friends, and we get to know what is the deep inside, what is the trigger, what is that memory you're carrying, or the beliefs that are you're holding on to that person. So when after realizing that memory, or after acknowledging that emotion, accept that emotion. Don't interfere, my dear friends, just accept that emotion. Allow that emotion to process, and surrender to the universe and be grateful. To explain it more clear, I want to take the example of Lord Shiva. We call Lord Shiva's Garala Kanta, right? Most of them, and I think, I hope everyone North Indians also understand Garala Kanta means, the Shiva, like, he holds the Venam, like, on his, in his throat chakra, right? When that's Sagara Madana happens, like antar, when there is war going on between the Devas and the Rakshasas, so that Hala Hala, he holds Hala Hala in his Garala Kanta. What he is doing that, during that time, that he is not expressing that venom outside of his body, or he is not taking that venom inside the body. He just kept that body. This is called Vishuddha Chakra, my dear friends. Vishuddha Chakra is, it will make all that emotions, it Shuddham means making it very pure and clear. So we have to, the same applies with us also. For example, if you are having any anger on your husband, or anything on your friend, when you take inside, it is just spoiling your system, your energy system. When you just express it outside, it is hurting others. So what we have to do is just observe that emotion as it is. Don't observe the anger or what the person said to you. Just observe, what when the person spoke to us some harsh words, what is the triggering in us. Just observe what is that feeling, what is that uneasiness that is happening in you. Observe that feeling, then get detached from that feeling, my dear friends. Because once you get detached from here, because you are not that emotion, you are the soul. You have soul is soul. So the nature of the soul is always observation, my dear friends. So detach yourself, and from that soul consciousness, just start seeing what it is. Disidentify from that emotion and embrace that emotion. Embrace means hug that emotions, like, because this pain body is, because you have so much of pain body, because from your childhood you have been rejected by so many people, you have been hated or hurted by so many people. All these negative emotions will develop as a pain body. It is not you who is reacting to that person worse, it is your pain body reacting to that person worse. You are the soul. For the soul, there is no hurt, there is no pain. Soul will be experiencing everything, my dear friends. So get detached with your pain body. It is not you who is getting hurted, who is getting, like, who is speaking out or reacting. It is your pain body, your ego self, that is reacting. So when you do this process, then lot of your emotional pain or emotional issues in your life will get solved. This is all about inner cleansing we have to do on this full moon days. And after all this emotional cleansing, as yesterday also I said, we have to create a beautiful sacred space. In order to create this beautiful sacred space, we have to clean our house also. We have cleaned all our emotional bodies, our energy bodies. Now it is a time to heal all the unwanted energies, to get aligned, to get in sync with all the objects in our house. Our house is a place where we are living, so we should always keep our house very clean and neat, my dear friends. So we can use dhoop or sambrani or sage cleansing. When you're smoking, when you lighten up that sambrani, that smoke will come out, right? So when you're smoking around the house, to each room, to each room, or to each place in the house, just affirm this: I release the thoughts in this house that are not in alignment with my highest and greatest good. So I release out all the unwanted energies from my house. So let all these energies go out from my house, and let all these energies go and transcend and transmute into the positive energies. So we have to say this affirmation, my dear friends. And you can also ask, dear universe, may I now be permitted to clear my space so that the power of my manifestation will be magnified. So you can request the universe also, and call in that abundance energies and the lunar energies. So after cleaning your house, create that beautiful sacred space and feel more calm, more relaxed, and take some pen and paper, and first do that emotional cleansing part, like release all the things which are not in alignment with your highest and greatest good. After doing this emotional cleansing part, then tune into your higher self, invoke all the higher masters energies, angels energies, archangels, your enlightened beings, or the masters who who you are more resonated with. Invoke all the energies of the masters, especially your higher self, because your higher self knows what decisions you need to take, what intentions you need to put for the coming months. Tune into yourself and ask your higher self, my dear higher self, what is that intention which helps for my highest and greatest good, and for the highest and greatest good of all also, like doing loka kalyana karyakramas, like doing highest possible works, like building the pyramids, taking meditation workshops. So it should benefit you, at the same time it should be through you the society should get benefited. So you can tune into your higher self and ask what is that intention. Then according to that, just write down your three intentions what you want to manifest. Or else some people already they have planted their intentions on the new moon days. Just again come and read out that intentions on this full moon days. Make sure you read out very loud, again giving energy to that sankalpa or to that intentions, and removing any weeds or any unwanted things associated with that intentions. And then you can declare it to the universe, declare that intention to the universe, and surrender that intention to the universe, my dear friends. Definitely within 2 to 3 months you will manifest these intentions, because when you do with when we trust this process and do, because in my case definitely this full moon energies had a huge impact in my manifestation process, because I follow it regularly, and the full moons are my favorite time. And as I was born on this full moon day, Guru Purnima day on July, I'm mostly I'm mostly connected with this full moon energies. So these are all the things you need to do on this full moon days, my dear friends. So friends, now we have discussed about how to create the sacred space during the full moon. Now we will know how to chart the crystals and what angels, about these angels and archangels, which angels are closely associated with this full moon. So, as I said, during this full moon times, we will be experiencing the subtler frequency from the higher realms, my dear friends. So, we'll lot of higher portals, like energy portals, will be open during these days. So, we can use these portals for our healing, for our vibrational healing, because all these portals, especially from the Himalayan masters or the ascendant masters, energy portals will be open during these full moon days. So, to uplift our emotions with love and joy, we can connect with angels and the archangels. Angels are the pure celestial beings, my dear friends. Their work is to just spread the joy. They get joy by helping the humanity. Their work is just to help the people. So when they help the people, they get the joy. So for just they are doing their job, because as I said, they are the joyful beings. So when we connect with the angels, they can just elevate our mood, and they'll just lift our heavy energies. And the angel, especially the archangel Haniel, is associated with this full moon energies. So whenever you are feeling like with heavy hearted, or you feel like you are unable to come out of any emotions or release that sadness, or you're dwelling in that negative emotions, you call upon this archangel Haniel. Just close your eyes and invoke. Whenever you invoke or call upon, the angels will be directly present, like in front of you, my dear friends. Because I also have a beautiful experiences with the angels and the archangels. They help me a lot in my manifestation process, in manifesting the job. So many things, like so many miracles happened when I connected with the angels. So I just invoke the energies of angels and archangels whenever I do my manifestation process. So Archangel Haniel, she is the beautiful high celestial being, and you can, and she also, she gets connected through your, through our intuition also. When you ask some questions, in intuitively from your, from our heart, we feel the answers also, because she's directly connected to our intuitive part of the mind. And the crystals associated with this Archangel Haniel is called moonstone crystals, my dear friends. For example, the moonstone is like this. So we can wear this type of crystal bands also. It acts as a jewelry, or you can get lot of crystal malas or crystal beads. These are all the tools, my dear friends. As we are using the pyramids to amplify energies, crystals also we can use to amplify our energies. So Archangel Haniel, she is the mother of nurturing energies. Please call upon her and experience her divine love. Whenever you feel the angels, just they lift up all your heavy energies from your energies bodies, my dear friends. And also, as I said, the full moon is all about the cleansing and recharging the crystals also. Crystals are the enlightened beings in the mineral kingdom, my dear friends. For example, we have five kingdoms: mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, human kingdom, and divine kingdom. So, in the mineral kingdom, crystals are the pure enlightened beings. They are very transparent. So, there are so many crystals which we can use on these full moon days, like moonstone, amethyst, rose quartz. So, there are so many crystals. And also, you can use the crystals associated with your intentions. For example, if you want to manifest your dream job, you can use citrine crystals. If you want to evolve in your spiritual life, you can use amethyst crystals. If you are facing any relationships, you can use rose quartz crystals. And the clear quartz, like clear quartz is nothing but pure quartz crystals. And that quartz crystal is used for, it is a master healer. For anything you can use this clear quartz. And these crystals, they have the ability to absorb and hold these unique energies, my dear friends. For example, once you buy any crystals from the market, first of all you should cleanse the crystals, because in the energetic level the crystals can hold the hold and absorb the all the energies. So they can absorb the negative energies and the positive energies. So the programming need to be done to the crystals. The program is nothing but we do meditation and hold the crystal in your hands, tune into that crystal, and whatever you want to manifest, give that intention, program your crystal with your intentions, and keep these crystals in the sacred space. So once you get crystals from your crystal shop, first of all cleanse that crystals. You can cleanse by directly placing under the tap water, or just you can bury in the like mother ground, like grounding with the mother earth energies. Just place the crystals, just remove some mud from the ground and place the crystals and close the crystals for 24 hours or for few hours. Then the crystals, as they came out from the mother earth, they will get grounded and recharged with the mother earth energies. And also one more cleansing is like washing with the salt water, or like some sage. As I said, sage is nothing but a herb. It is available in the western countries, and the lot of native Americans, they use is sage crystals. And apart from sage, you can use samrani or anything available in India. So cleansing is very much important before programming this crystal for your intention setting or for your manifestation process. And yes, so when you program, daily you can wear this crystal band. And when you go outside, don't use again. You, when you come out, when you come to the house again, you have to clean that energies, or else just program these crystals and place in the beautiful sacred space. Whenever you see that crystals, and you just remind that programming what you have given: I'm so healthy, I'm so happy, everything is working out for my highest good. This is all the positive intentions and programming we can give to the crystals. And also apart from this crystal programming, most of the people will work with the crystals during this full moon days. And the moonlight water, full moon water is just essential. There's nothing but charging the water, as the water holds memory. It has its own memory. So the same water, when it is served in the temple, we call this a tirtha, sacred water. It is the same water, but it has charged with the positive intentions, positive mantras. The same way, we have to charge the water with the full moon energies. So put your water vessel like outside the full moon, like for you can keep whole night, or when you are free, when you don't have any space to keep it outside, you can just keep near to your window where the full moon light is directly falling onto the water. So as this water sits out under this light of the full moon, it is just soaking up the energies of the nature along with the light and this magic of the full moon. And this water, the vessel, what and this water, we can store it for up to 1 month. You can use little by little. Like when we bring some Ganga water from like Ganga Mata, when some people go to Kashi, they will bring, right? We'll use a few sips or water. You can drink that water like daily, taking that few sips of water, because that water has charged with the full moon intentions and full moon energies. So this is all about, you can use the fully charged water, you can drink this water on this full moon days. So these are all the energy boosting techniques I'm saying to you, my dear friends. It's completely your wish. And especially during this full moon days, take a salt bath water. Like as I said, you need to cleanse your emotions. Salt is the bestest healing property, my dear friends. So it helps you to release out all the stagnant energies, and it will supercharge your body. Like you can add some Epsom salt or lavender oil to your water bucket, and you can have, or if you have bathtub, you can relaxedly soak and allow yourself to immerse into that water and release out all that emotions that are not serving you anymore. So this is all about the full moon, clearing your space and detoxifying yourself, your space, releasing and cutting out the relationship with all the toxic people in your life. And meditate, my dear friends. Meditation is very important. When you do meditation, you are taking your brain waves to the theta state. So theta state is the state of the brain where we experience deeper states of relaxation. So in these deeper states of relaxation, whatever suggestions, whatever intention, whatever programming we give to the mind, definitely it will start to manifest. As there is no clutter, we, as the mind is experiencing the deep relaxed state, then definitely intentions will manifest very soon in your life. So this is all from my dear friends. Trust the universe, and you always believe that everything is working out for your highest and greatest good. And you're experiencing lot of creation energies happening this full moon days. Eclipse energies are very important. And final topic I would like to say is about the connection between the woman and the full moon. Connection between woman menstrual cycle and the full moon, my dear friends. Both the woman cycles happen for every 28 days, and the full moon also happens for every 28 days. So we have a direct connection between the moon energies and the woman's womb energies, like menstrual cycle energies. So in during the previous days, all the women, they used to menstruate during the new moon days, and they used to get ovulate during the full moon days, my dear friends. So womb energies is very important. A lot of women, they hold that emotional stagnant and the emotional blockages in their womb space. So they are only so that they are experiencing this PCOD, irregular periods, some menstrual pains. So everyone should know this knowledge, where it is both applicable for women and men, because when men also know this knowledge, they can better understand the woman what is going through in what is going in her life during that phase, and he will support her in her emotional healing process during her periods times, or so it is very essential, my dear friends. So all the girl child need to be educated on this subject. Every schools should be taught this beautiful subject about how to deal with this creation energies. Every girl child need to be educated. And this is all about today's full moon, my dear friends. Please always keep, men always need to keep their heart chakra clean. Women also need to keep their heart chakra. Along with heart chakra, women need to work with her sacral chakra also, as it is the most sacred part in her womb. So yeah, it's a sacred space where the creation energies will happen all the time, and from there only the birthing energies will happen. So womb space is what you call, keeping that womb space very sacred is very important. So this is all about full moon energies. Thank you all.